Good morning, students. Now let us continue some problems. One problem here I would like to give in electrochemical series. Electrochemical series is useful for identifying reducing agent or oxidizing agent, the power of those elements, which is more oxidizing agent or which is more reducing agent, and how to construct the cell, whether the reaction is feasible or not, if I take one element and the other element, if I take copper and silver, whether the cell is constructed or not. So all those is feasible with the electrochemical series. And this is one type of question can be asked in your exams. Here the standard reduction potential of some electrodes is given. So some standard reduction potentials of the electrodes they have given. Arrange them in the increasing order of their reducing power. Reducing nature means here reducing agent. They have asked, see, you have to look into the order what they were asking also. Increasing order they are asking, and they are asking reducing nature. That means we have to write least reducing agent first. Then move on to higher reducing agent. Now, to write that, to understand these reduction potentials, we need to remember our electrochemical series. What is electrochemical series? Our electrochemical series starts with the fluorine, bromine and all. And then in the middle hydrogen will come whose electrode potential is 0, and fluorine is having highest reduction potential, that is 2.35 something, right, volt. And then later metals will come, and second A group element, the aluminium third A group element, then second A group elements, then comes your first A group elements, right. The last your lithium will come. You have to just remember, at least remember some short form or hints to identify how they are. As I told, first non-metals will come, and the middle hydrogen is coming, then later strong metals, the last first group element, second group element, third A group elements will come. The lithium will have minus 3 point something volts as the reduction potential. And already I said that the lowest one is the strongest reducing agent, right? Strongest reducing agent. The top one is strongest oxidizing agent, right? That means strongest oxidizing should have higher reduction potential values, and strongest reducing agent should have least reduction potential values. So among this now we have to arrange by numbers. Don't get confused by looking into the elements, right? That's why I told you not to bug up all the electrochemical series. Just have an idea which elements are coming. That's it. So here by looking at the numbers only we can decide increasing or decreasing order of those elements, right? Now here if you see, as I said, the least will have more reducing agent. So the high value will have the weak reducing agent. So we have to write increasing order means ascending order, weak reducing agent to strong reducing agent we have to write. So now from highest reduction potential value to lowest reduction potential value, arrange these elements. For example, among all the values, if you see, this is minus, 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 minus. These two are only plus. Therefore, among these two also, this is having the more value. Therefore, this comes first, because highest will have the strong oxidizing or weak reducing agent, right? So, I will decide first number 2, right? 2 number, that means silver, right? Silver comes the least. Mean weak reducing agent or strong oxidizing agent. Similarly, what is the next? Little lesser than this, because among these values this higher value we have picked up. Now next value comes this one, so copper. Then next next least value, after this who will come? Say minus values. Among the minus values here iron will come, right? This is having the high value. Higher values we are taking, right? This is the least will come. So higher value iron. Then next higher value will become your chromium. Next higher value will become magnesium, and the next will be your potassium. right? So here potassium is having the least value, therefore it is the strongest reducing agent. Say potassium after lithium only, then say 2.93 already is there, then your lithium comes. So this is the increasing order of the reducing power. That means my potassium is the strongest reducing agent, whereas silver is the weakest reducing agent. The question can be increasing order of reducing agent or decreasing order of reducing agent. Any type it can be asked. Increasing order of oxidizing agent, decreasing order of oxidizing agents, or he can change the elements, right? So any numerable number of questions can be asked only by this. Can we answer? We can answer this question just if you remember the electrochemical series. That is, the top is strong oxidizing agent which have the positive values, I mean higher reduction potential values. Lower reduction potential values at the down, your metals which acts as strong reducing agents. We will continue for the next topic, that is Nernst equation. Nernst equation, electrode potential at any concentration to be calculated. Hydrogen electrode we have used to identify any substance or any element's electrode potential standard. That means only 1 molar and at 298 Kelvin only. But in general, electrochemical cell don't use 1 molar only. Different concentrations can be used. Then at that time, how to calculate EMF of the cell, electromotive force or E cell, one at the same, right? Or E naught cell means standard only. But now I want E cell at different concentration to be calculated. So electrode potential at any concentration. This is very important. At a different concentration to calculate. Nernst has given a relationship between the electrode potential and the electrolyte concentration known as Nernst equation. So he has given an equation. With that equation, we can calculate E cell of electrochemical cell at any different concentrations. Till now we have calculated the E cell, only standard E cell only we have calculated, or electromotive force, EMF. Right, how much electricity is generated in that electrochemical cell. Okay, let us derive the equation. So here he said, for an example, for this electrode reaction or this half reaction, say metal N plus obviously I have to write aqueous condition, will absorb this N electron to convert into metal solid. Right, this looks like your reduction. Metal taking to a number of electrons and converting its respective solid atoms. So for this reaction, it has given Nernst equation. Here for this half reaction, Nernst has given an equation. Say E cell we want, right? So E for this cell, Mn plus by M. Reduction potentials we have to take. So we have written like that. Then E naught Mn plus by M. What is this E naught again? Which we have calculated by using standard hydrogen electrode or whatever the electrode potentials you have in your electrochemical series, right? E cell is equals to E naught cell. E cell at any concentration. E naught cell means only 1 molar at 298 Kelvin temperature only, minus RT by NF ln that metal products by reactant, metal by metal N plus, metal ion, right? Products by reactant. So this equation just we have to remember. If you remember this equation, we can derive the rest of the cell equation, because this is half of the reaction only. Because our electrochemical cell contains 2 half reactions, oxidation and reduction. I mean anode reaction and cathode reaction we have. Both reduction potentials only we will take. So this is the one reaction, maybe cathode reaction you can consider. So this reaction, for this reaction, 1 half reaction, this equation Nernst has given. But concentration of the solid is this metal which is solid, concentration can be 1. I mean we won't consider the concentration of the solids, right? So if we remove this a metal, then our above reaction can be like this. This is for single electrode or half cell. This is not the complete cell. We have considered only one half reaction. Therefore, this Nernst equation for one half cell only. See here, T is given at different temperature, concentrations at different concentrations, right? So what are all these letters defined? So E naught metals N plus by is nothing but our standard reduction potential, or standard electrode potential, right? Standard electrode potential, already we know about it, and we know even different elements standard reduction potentials. Similarly, R is gas constant, universal gas constant, everybody know this, and its value is 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. It's constant, it won't change, so as it is we can substitute. It is Faraday's constant. Faraday constant, it may be new to you. Just remember, Faraday constant means 96487 coulomb per mole. It is also constant. And temperature, at what temperature you are conducting that experiment, that is the temperature you have to substitute in this, right? Similarly, now we'll go for the Daniell cell. Our Daniell cell, our galvanic cell, all electrochemical cell, but at the same, right? So for a Daniell cell, electrode potential at any concentration. See, every time I am taking copper zinc electrochemical cell because it is easy to remember, because we know even standard reduction potentials of copper and zinc, right? Let us derive for this electrochemical cell, copper zinc electrochemical cell. So for this, for cathode, what is cathode? Cathode is happening at copper rod. Therefore, copper rod, the Nernst equation for this half cell can be given as it is. By using this, I have substituted here. Instead of metal, I have written Cu. Cu plus 2, Cu. It's E naught, Cu plus 2. E naught reduction, I mean a standard reduction potential, minus RT as it is by NF ln by concentration of the copper ions. How much concentration I take? That now need to be 1 molar concentration. That is what my aim to calculate here. Right. At anode. For anode, zinc is happening, right? So zinc plus 2 to zinc. Again, reduction potentials we have to take because standard reduction potential only we have to consider. We also consider the same. So anode only, but you don't need to confuse here. So zinc plus 2 to zinc because this is standard reduction potential we use, right? So E naught is the standard reduction potential of the zinc. I hope you remember that is minus 0.76 volt. Here plus 0.34 volt. Okay. Then minus RT by NF ln 1 by zinc plus 2. As it is I have written. Nothing changed. Only the metals change here. Right. Now, but what is the cell standard potential equation? I mean EMF of the cell calculation. EMF of the cell is equal to, this is EMF or E naught cell, electromotive force or standard reduction potential. Okay, anything standard potential of the cell is okay. So here cathode minus anode we have written. So cathode copper taking place, therefore this minus this zinc anode, right? Either you write cathode minus anode or if you substitute the elements also, okay. Now we will substitute these equations in this one because we want E cell. Therefore actually I don't write E naught. E naught no need to write because here I am calculating at different concentrations. Okay, so E naught's E cell can be given now. Look at here. So here E cell is equals to, here this E of copper plus 2 by copper means I have to substitute the whole reaction, right? So E naught Cu plus 2 by Cu minus RT by NF ln 1 by copper plus 2 ions, right? Then minus of this, if you want a big one you can keep or you can directly substitute minus. Now I have to subtract zinc. So zinc, so this will be E naught zinc plus 2 by zinc minus RT by NF ln 1 by zinc plus 2 ion concentration, isn't it? Now simplifying it, is equals to E naught Cu plus 2 by Cu minus, may I write minus this here, may I bring this here, E naught zinc plus 2 by zinc, right? Again minus RT by NF ln 1 by copper plus 2 minus RT by NF ln zinc plus 2, right? Hope till you understood. I just written myself Nernst equation for copper half reaction, zinc half reaction. Then I took my electrode EMF of the cell at any concentration. Can also be used and cathode minus anode. Then I have substituted the equation. I am deriving it, right? Then I am simplifying it to. Then now E cell, see from here I am writing here. So E cell, not, you should not keep because this is at any concentration. So E cell is equal to, this is nothing but my E naught of the cell, of the copper zinc cell, right? Therefore, may I write E naught of the cell? No need to write all this copper, zinc or whatever the cell I am discussing about, that cell is the E naught cell. Minus, then what I have to, I can bring RT by NF, right? So RT by NF together, RT by NF. Then I can write ln 1 by, what is that? Copper plus 2 ions minus ln 1 by zinc plus 2 ions. From this only, I am just simplifying and deriving one equation. Then E cell is equals to E naught cell minus RT by NF. Here, I think you are mathematics students, it is easy for you. Ln, I can write zinc plus 2 ions here divided by copper plus 2 ions, right? So this is my Nernst equation. Actually, even by substituting the R value T at 298 Kelvin, N number of electrons in this, okay, N we don't need to calculate, F and, no, first substituting logarithm to natural logarithm 10, right? Natural logarithms, we can convert E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT by NF log zinc plus 2 ions by copper plus 2 ions, isn't it? Right? I have nothing changed, just changed the ln to logarithms because it is easy for us to calculate natural logarithm. Best to convert it ln to logarithm, we need to write 2.303, right? Then substituting your, now RT is equals to 298 Kelvin and F Faraday. This all you will get E cell of the reaction is equals to E naught cell minus E naught cell minus 0.059 by N log products by reactants, may I say? Products by reactants, right? So this is the Nernst equation for copper zinc electrode. Now by using this equation, N you can substitute, as I know here, N I can substitute 2 and I can substitute the concentration of zinc and concentration of the copper, whatever I take, 0.1, 0.2, 0.001, whatever the concentration I take, I substitute, I will get the E cell of the cell, of that electrochemical cell. Okay, we have done copper and zinc electrode. There, the number of electrons accepted and released by oxidizing species and reducing species are 2 electrons. Therefore, no problem for us. But now, here you see, if the number of electrons are different, for example, one of cathode is giving 2 electrons, but anode is taking 1 electron, or vice versa. Cathode is, at the cathode 1 electron is taken, is taken, and anode 2 electrons are released, because anode electron released, right? So at this condition, how to write Nernst equation? Nernst equation is not fixed for all electrochemical cells. A tentative, just now whatever equation we have derived, that you have to remember. But then quotients will change continuously. That will be given by the equation. For example, for your sake I have written nickel plus 2. This is undergoing oxidation because this is galvanic cell representation. So as it is galvanic cell representation, on to the right cathode, right, and to the right it is cathode, and to the left it is anode. Therefore here it is undergoing the reduction and here it is undergoing the oxidation. Then we must be in a position to write what are the products, what is the reactants, whole reaction. This is the reactant, this is the product, this is the reactant, and this is the product. We know it, but we have to write the equation for it. So the full cell reaction for this one electrochemical cell is nickel solid reacted with silver ions to convert into nickel plus 2 ions and silver solid. But actually before this writing 2, it was not balanced because nickel is giving 2 electrons but silver is taking only 1 electron. Actually this was not a problem for us in calculating the E naught of the cell. Whatever it is number of electrons, we have E minus cathode, E cathode minus E anode we have done. Yeah, there is no problem because 1 molar concentration we are taking. But here different concentrations we are taking. Therefore, we have to concentrate on number of electrons evolved and accepted. So here the balancing equation contains 2 silver ions because 2 silver ions accepts 2 electrons which have been released from the nickel, because we said no full net reaction. How we will write? We will write by the adding both half cell reactions, right? So here nickel converting into nickel plus 2 electrons. This is the nickel converting into nickel plus 2 electrons, whereas silver plus taking electron converting into silver solid. It is not balanced. So in order to get balanced, 2 here we will write, 2 here we will write, and we will remove the 2 electrons and we will write that nickel plus 2 Ag plus converting into nickel plus 2 plus Ag solid. So this is my full net reaction. So anode reaction, cathode reaction, combine both the reactions, you will get the net reaction. Clear? So this is what I have written here. Then my Nernst equation for this cell will be, again this is same, E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT by NF. N means number of electrons there. So N here also 2 electrons only. Finally 2 electrons also only involved. Therefore 2 I have written. No problem. Log nickel concentration, product ion concentration by reactant ion concentration, silver ion concentration. This is not enough. This will be goes wrong. So we have to write square onto the concentration of the silver atoms, because 2 silver atoms, 2 moles of the silver atoms are accepting it. Therefore, square we have to include. Please remember, for any different electrochemical cells, Nernst equation is not same. The equation will change especially, right? For example, consider this equation. Look at this. Here it is little difficult. Full reaction of this cell will become, what is that? Reactant is chromium solid plus iron ions converting into chromium ions plus iron, isn't it? Then what might be the half cell reactions? Let us go to the half cell reactions. See here, chromium is converting into chromium plus 3, right? Chromium is converting into chromium plus 3, therefore 3 electrons are released. Iron taking electrons to converting into iron, right? But if I write 2 electrons, my full net reaction I won't end up. Therefore, I will write that 2 chromium atoms, say 2 chromium atoms, so 1 chromium atom releasing 3 electrons, then 2 chromium atoms releases 6 electrons. Then I will write here 3 such iron atoms accepts 6 electrons to convert into 3 iron atoms. Therefore, my whole reaction will be, here 6 will get cancelled. So 2 chromium, so my moles will change here. 2 chromium and 3 iron. So 2 chromium, 3 iron. Isn't it? So the number of moles are changed. Now how to write the Nernst equation for this? Let us write E cell. So E cell of this electrochemical cell will be E naught cell again minus 2.303 RT by N. N, how much I should write here? 6 electrons, because 6 electrons are involved in this. N means number of electrons. F, as it is Faraday's, right? Actually, substituting these all also I will get 0.059. That also I can write. Then log concentration of the products, Fe plus 2 by concentration of the reactants. No, products will be chromium plus 3 and reactant is my iron plus 2. But this is not enough again. You have to write. So chromiums, how many chromiums are there? 2. Therefore here it will be 2. Quotient changes. I mean raise the power 2. Then iron how many? 3. Therefore 3. That means when you are calculating, if it is 0.1 molar, 0.1 into 0.1 you have to do. If it is 0.01 as given, 0.01 into 0.01 into 0.01 you have to do. Then this will be the Nernst equation for this electrochemical cell. You practice different cells and you understand how Nernst equation can be given for a different electrochemical cell.